Breaking news. Catastrophic natural disaster strikes China. Nature Reality News. In a devastating turn of events, the city of southern China has been ravaged by one of the most horrific natural disasters in recent memory. The catastrophe, which struck with little warning, has left a trail of destruction in its wake, prompting a massive humanitarian response and sending shockwaves throughout the region. More than 100,000 people have been evacuated due to heavy rain and fatal floods in southern China, with the government issuing its highest-level rainstorm warning for the affected area on Thursday. Torrential rains have lashed Guangdong in recent days, swelling rivers and raising fears of severe flooding that state media said could be of the sort only seen around once a century. On Tuesday, the megacity of Shenzhen was among the areas experiencing heavy to very heavy downpours. The city's meteorological observatory said, adding the risk of flash floods was very high. The event. Eyewitnesses report that the disaster began in the early hours of the morning, as torrential rains unleashed a deluge of water upon the city. The rainfall quickly escalated into a violent storm, with howling winds and lightning strikes adding to the chaos. Within moments, streets were transformed into raging rivers, and buildings were battered by the relentless onslaught. The toll. As the waters continued to rise, panic gripped the city's residents, many of whom were caught off guard by the sudden ferocity of the storm. Tragically, reports indicate that numerous lives have been lost in the disaster, with the full extent of the casualties still unknown. Rescue teams are working tirelessly to reach those trapped by the floodwaters, but their efforts are hampered by the scale of the devastation. The aftermath. In the aftermath of the disaster, the city lies in ruins, with homes destroyed, roads impassable, and vital infrastructure severely compromised. Thousands of people have been displaced from their homes, forced to seek shelter in makeshift evacuation centers amid the ongoing chaos. Meanwhile, emergency services are stretched to their limits as they struggle to provide aid to those in need and assess the extent of the damage. The response. In response to the crisis, government authorities have declared a state of emergency and mobilized resources to support the relief efforts. Rescue teams from neighboring regions have been deployed to assist with search and rescue operations, while medical personnel work around the clock to treat the injured and provide support to those affected by the disaster. International aid organizations have also pledged their support, offering assistance in any way they can. The way forward. As the city begins the long and arduous process of rebuilding, questions remain about how such a catastrophe could have occurred and what steps can be taken to prevent similar tragedies in the future. For now, however, the focus remains on providing aid and support to those affected by the disaster as the people of Southern come together to overcome this unprecedented challenge. Stay tuned for further updates as the situation develops.